Hi, I'm Auntie Dana. Have you ever had a cold? How annoying, right? You're wiping your nose, maybe a bit of a cough. It's just not a great time, is it? So we're going to talk a tiny little bit about that because in Peppa Pig, Peppa's little brother George is having a cold. I wonder how he got it and what he's going to do. And Peppa Pig is a creation of Neville, Astley, and Mark Baker. Mommy Pig says Peppa and George can play in the rain, but they must wear rain clothes to keep dry. Oh yes, so that would be rubber boots, rain slickers, which is a coat, and rain hat. And Mommy Pig herself has an umbrella. That's what we do to stay dry in the rain. But George hates wearing a rain hat, so he has thrown it into a muddy puddle. Peppa knows that is not a good idea, and he's going, hee hee, hee hee. And Peppa says, it says snort, grunt. So she's like, right? Come inside, children, calls Daddy Pig. It's raining too hard now. Where's your hat, George? Asks Mummy Pig. Achoo! Replies George. Oh, there they are, the dad and the mom, and Peppa and George with no hat. Oh dear, George has caught a cold. Achoo! George cannot stop sneezing. Poor little George, says Mommy Pig. You don't look very well. Don't worry, I'll call Dr. Brown Bear, says Daddy Pig. And there's George going, what? He's not too sure what's happening there. Will George go to the hospital? Asks Peppa. No, George has to go to bed, replies Daddy. So George is not truly sick then, says Peppa, disappointed. I wonder why she's disappointed. Did she need a break from her little brother? Maybe. Oh, look, he's just lying down on the floor. Oh, that does make him look sick, doesn't it? George, you have to stay in bed until you are better, says Daddy Pig. Why? Asks George. Because you have to keep warm. That's right. So in this story, it seems George got his cold because he got a chill. So now, to make him better, Daddy Pig says, stay warm. Dr. Brown is here to see George. Open wide and say, ah, he says. George is a little afraid of Dr. Brown. He hides under his sheets with Mr. Dinosaur. Oh, yes, look at that. But Dr. Brown Bear looks friendly. George just doesn't know him. Dr. Brown Bear asks Peppa to show George that he does not have to be scared. Ah, says Peppa. George laughs and comes out from under his sheets. He opens his mouth so Dr. Brown Bear can look. Ah, says George. See? You can see he's doing it there. Yeah, letting the doctor look down his throat. George has caught a cold, Dr. Brown Bear tells Mommy Pig. He can have some warm milk at bedtime to help him sleep. Thank you, Dr. Brown Bear, says Mommy Pig. You're welcome and goodbye, says Dr. Brown Bear before driving off in his special white car. Vroom. Yeah. The next morning, George wakes up early. The warm milk made him sleep very well. Roar, cries George, waking up Peppa. He is feeling much better. Roar. He's making his dinosaur talk, right? I remember one time we read a story and George called his dinosaur Dinosaur. Do you remember that? Oh, it's a lovely sunny day. But George is wearing his rain hat. He doesn't want to catch another cold. Oh, George, you don't need to wear your hat when it's warm and sunny. Mummy Pig tells him. Hee hee hee, everyone laughs. See that? He's not taking any chances. George never goes into the rain without his hat again. And he's happy. Oh, good stuff. All right. What do you think of this? Right? So this is a paper plate and construction paper for hair. We have the eyes. And then, see, this is a tissue with the hand going, right? It says cover when we cough, cover when we sneeze, right? So it's like a reminder. What would happen if you sneeze and just, right? All that germs is going to go. And we really don't want to share our cold, right? So there are a few sayings about it. It says cough or sneeze, elbow please. That means if there's not a tissue right by you, you can just into your, right? And that will stop it from going everywhere. But usually, if there's a tissue right close by, that's what we use. Alrighty guys, let's see. Here is a paper plate. This is going to be a person's head. So I think the first thing we'll do, we'll put the eyes on, right? So what I've done, glue. Always the glue. Okay, so I'm going to make 2 spots where I would like those eyes. Okay, and one is googly eye. Give that a minute to stick. And other googly eye. We'll just give them a second there. There. Eyes. Makes it look like a person already. Now we're going to be covering up the nose and the mouth with the tissue, but I just draw them on so we know where they are and what we're going to be covering with. So, okay. Can you see that? I know it shows just a little bit, but it's there. Now, the next thing, you can make your hand whatever color you like, because there's all different colors of skin, right? I made a pink hand, but you can make a brown hand or a white hand or a blue hand. Why not? So let's get cutting this out. Yeah. What's that? How did I get the hand here? Thank you for asking. I put my hand here and I laid it down and traced it around with a pen. Yeah. Can you see that? Okay. And I traced it around. Right? And that way it's going to be part of the art. All right, let's get that finished cutting out. All right. Thank you for asking me. That was an important step to know about. All right. We have some little poems, can you believe it? About having a cold. I think they're reminders for kids, right? Okay. Remember this rule. Won't you please? Cover your mouth when you cough or sneeze. It's a good thing to remember, right? Sometimes it can happen so quick, right away. Right. Okay, we've almost got this cut out. And the little finger is called your pinky finger. And it's getting cut out. Look at that. We have a hand. Give her a hand. A helping hand? No, today it's just a hand. Ta-da! 5 and 5. Alrighty. So the hand is going to come on later. For now, we're going to go ahead and see, this one has, to make it more like a person has some hair. So the way that I got the hair for this one is I took and I traced so I would know the right width to get it. And I also put, I made this down a bit further so the person can have bangs or just some hair around their face, right? And that's up to you how you'd like to make yours. Yeah, I just like to show you the example and how it's done. Let's see how this one will look. Blue hair. And again, just like so many people have different colors of skin, and you can make your hand any color. Why not make your hair any color as well, right? It's for fun. Oh. Okay. This person's ended up having like a rock star style, right? Like up. That's okay. Or we could do that. Let's get some glue. Here it is. Okay. So just on the rim, which is the edge of your paper plate. And we're just gonna fit it in there on the circle part. Funny hairdo, that's okay. And press that in. Yeah, just press it for a minute and that glue will get a good hold. Now we're gonna take a tissue. We're gonna glue that over the nose and mouth, okay? So again, a little bit of glue right over the nose and part of the mouth, because that's what we want to cover when we sneeze or cough, right? So there it goes. There. Okay. Remember what the last thing is? It's the first thing we did. The hand, right? The hand is going to hold that tissue right in place. It's going to look just like that. A little more glue, right? Best way to help things stick. Some on paper. Almost done, guys. Okay, that hand right over there holding the tissue. Ta-da! We did it. All right. Cough or sneeze. Elbow, please. You can do it.